Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. My third and final video of today, which is November 13th, 2021. And today, for the very first time, and this is actually my second video of the three, today talking about it. And I talked about it in all three. Today, I played for the very first time the Nintendo 64 version. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is a game that I've wanted to play for years, honestly. Ever since a whole decade ago, actually. Yep, one whole decade. I remember searching on their website, the top 10s. I've told you guys about their website before in the past. And I remember back in 2011, they had a list. Best video games of all time. And I remember what number one was. It was this one. Yes, it was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I was confused because I'd never heard of that game. I mean, of course I heard of Legend of Zelda, but I never heard of that specific game, And I was like, whoa, number one. And then I go onto IMDb, yes, Internet Movie Database, and they have, I searched up the game on there, and I remember it had a 9.7 rating. And I was like, oh my gosh, because, I was 12 and for most of 2011, So, like, I knew about, like, movies having, like, 9.3, the highest one rated on there, Shawshank Redemption, But, like, to see something rated that high was, like, unbelievable to me. Like, oh my gosh, that's what I was like, seeing that. And ever since, and I see it mentioned ever since then. So many, like, best video games list and all that. And, I couldn't have access to this game, of course. I mean, like, it's really hard, honestly, to get access to be able to play a game from over 20 years ago. Because this was 1998, the year I was born. I did say I wanted to play 3 games on my video yesterday. My upcoming 1998 to Forever series that's coming next year in 2022. Theoretically, of course. And I wanted to play 3 games from 1998 because I'd never played a 1998 game before until today. That was this one, of course, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the South Park game, and Metal Gear Solid. And I did not think yesterday that I would be playing one of those just one day later. Like, holy crap, man. But I did. I finally played it after years of not being able to access it. I mean, I knew it was available for the 3DS, but I don't have a 3DS. I have a regular DS, which I never play, honestly. Yeah, I was starting to think, I guess I won't be able to play this game until I'm rich or something. But I didn't have to. I literally, on a whim, yesterday, just Googled Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time N64 Play Online. And holy shit, it was right there! Like, of course, it would have, their own controls, and I would have to use whatever's on the keyboard and all that. Like WSAD for moving, and I discovered it yesterday. It wasn't until today, a whole day later, that I actually played it. Of course, it was today that I played it. To my surprise, like when it said type in your name, I typed in Mark S, for Mark Sanders, and I had no idea that I was actually changing Link's name, because yes, I know that the character's name is Link, and it's weird because even I might have thought this. Like, people assume that Link was Zelda, you know, which I think is totally understandable, honestly. I even saw a meme like, what if Zelda was a girl, but it was Link who, yeah, but yeah, but now that I finally played Ocarina of Time after a decade of wanting to, what do I think of it? The music is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful music. It has that dreamlike sound to it, you know. So that was amazing. The gameplay, again, it took me a while to get used to playing it. I actually did change quite a few controls around. So and I love the controls I put on for it. But the gameplay was so much fun. The gameplay was absolutely excellent. Like, you can choose to attack. You can choose. I mean, of course, you can attack, but you can choose to just attack without aiming, or you can choose to lock on. And honestly, I keep forgetting about it, so most of the time I was just, free slashing with the sword as Link. Locations are excellent, man. It's so much fun. The gameplay actually surprisingly never got old. Like, you can get a slingshot. You can throw like these giant nuts at people. Uh, and you can grab sticks to light fires, and all that. It's just so much fun, It's pretty much the same gameplay for like the whole game, I assume. Because I didn't finish the whole game in one day, bro. Gee, but yeah, it's so much fun. The gameplay is absolutely incredible. I absolutely can see why people like this. I gotta say though, this game was hard as heck, man. Like, the puzzles in this game, like, you really have to think outside the box for these puzzles, man. I wouldn't. It actually reminded me so much, actually, of the original God of War series with all the puzzles. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Zelda, of all things, inspired God of War partially, And wow, the gameplay super fun, man. Yo, gameplay. I'm kind of struggling to get what the story's about. It looks like you're trying to stop this guy that Zelda saw in her dreams, which was the opening start. I thought that was Link dreaming. I didn't think that was Zelda dreaming. And yeah, just like as much fun as I had playing it, it was crazy hard, man. I kept going on walkthroughs to find out what it is I have to do, you know. But yeah, I was past tense, was going to just keep my laptop on, because I was playing this game on a website, so I couldn't save the game and go back to where I left off, like, I couldn't do that. So I was thinking, screw it, I'll just leave this laptop on. I'll go back to the game until I finish the whole story. And then just now I was like, actually, nah, I don't think I'll do that. I feel like I've gotten the complete gist of the game anyway, just from what I played, already. I left off at the part when you go into that, I forgot what it was called, the Gorgon City or the Rock City or whatever, and then you talk to the leader of those stone troll people, you know. And then he's like, "Who are you? We have our own problems. We don't need help from a stranger." And then I played on the Ocarina in the game, the Zelda's song or whatever. And then he was like, "Oh, that was cool." And then he was like, "Oh, I want to hear something different though." And then on the walkthrough I was watching, he was actually in the middle of a bunch of side quest stuff, so I just skipped a lot of that in his walkthrough series just to get to where I was in, the main story. And then it looked like I had to go back and get something because I skipped all that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of grinding in video games. I'm really not. Like it really spoils the game for me, honestly. Like it's like, oh, you came here, but you don't have this. You need this. You have to go back and get it. Like that just puts me in such a mood, man. And I hate it when games do that. Like, for example, the Mad Max PS4 game. I had a blast playing that game. But I got up to this part. It's been like 4 years since I played Mad Max, by the way, so my memory might be a bit fuzzy on like what you had to do in the game exactly in this part. Like it said, I wanted to, proceed to the next mission or something like that. And then it was saying, "Oh, but you need to advance to this level." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And it was like a big ass number level or whatever it was, And then I go out into the desert, fight some bad guys, and I get teensy water drops more level up or whatever it is that I needed. And it was so frustrating, man. Like I hate it when games do that. Like when you have to grind, because it just spoils the game for me, man. I hate that. And but again, this game is a blast to play. I mean, even if I did own a proper copy of this game, I'm not sure I would, play it very often. But man, is it a blast to play? Yo. Like far out, man. It's such a blast to play. So many controls, like I said, slingshot, big ass nuts at people, talking to people, like slashing people's swords. You can choose to do it freestyle or with locked on auto lock targeting, And yeah, fantastic game. It came out the year I was born. I mean, I feel like if I was like 7 years old and played this, I'd probably love this so much more than I do right now. But it is a blast to play. And I'm gonna exit my game now. I'll lose all my progress, but again, I got the gist of the game. I really have, man. And it's such a blast, but I hate that I had to go back to get some bullshit because I don't even know what it is I need to get. But again, I hate that grind stuff. But yeah, I understand why people love this game so much, why it's on so many best games of all time lists. I respect this game. I respect what it, the influence and its impact on video games, whatever that is, that it did exactly. But yeah, what a game, man. I feel like if I did own a proper copy of this game, I probably wouldn't play it very often, even though it is a blast to play, man. So yeah, I finally played this game, and those are my complete thoughts on it. I'm gonna end this video here, guys. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Now I've played at least one game from 1998 now. I have officially done that, you know. And obviously, by default, it is my best game of 1998 so far, but I still want to play South Park. I still want to play Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid especially. Metal Gear Solid sounds like a dream come true for me. I've not played any of the Metal Gear Solid games, but from the looks of it, it honestly looks like a combination of Die Hard and Escape from New York. Like, I know the whole game takes place in just one night, which is so epic. I want to play Metal Gear Solid. I bet I'll personally like that way more than this game, personally. Alright, that's my video, y'all. I'm your boy, Mark Sanders. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, that's my thoughts. Peace out, y'all.